Further, it refers to the deepening and broadening of the content as it is taken up in the higher levels. So, as you can see or as you witness in the college, there are prerequisites. Okay, you can take this a subject without taking the other one because it connotes the sequence of the subject, the difficulty of the subject matter, because it will increase when the subject will go to its higher level. Okay, next is integration. Integration is the horizontal connection that are needed in subject areas that are similar to that learning will related to one another. So maybe you can witness that this particular subject, when someone with a teacher is discussing, there are portions from the other subject that can be discussed. And lastly, the continuity. Learning requires a continuing application of new knowledge, skills, attitude, or values so that it will be used in daily living. The constant repetition, review, and reinforcement of learning is what we call as continuity because learning will not stop at one point. It will continue from this point to another point. Um, and then, in organizing your content of the curriculum, you should consider these factors. You should consider the learners. You should consider as well the teachers who will handle the subject, the learner as the prime mover, and then the situation. You can have all of that the consideration when you do when you do the needs analysis. You will know what are the needs, what are the lacking elements, what the teacher wants, what the students want, and then what are the necessary things or material to be included in the curriculum. In putting up the content of the curriculum, this is not just a one pick portion. There are a lot of consideration that you have to think, that you have to plan in order for us to put up a good curriculum. Because uh, if you have a good content, you can um, provide a good experience, curriculum or learning experience to your students. All right. Now let's proceed to component 3, the curriculum experience. Curriculum experience, together with the different instructional strategies and methods, are the core of the curriculum. These instructional methods will put actions, the goals, and the use of content in order to produce an outcome. This would convert the written curriculum to instruction, and mastery is the function of the teacher direction and the student activity with the teacher supervision. Curriculum experience simply means that extension of the normal activities of daily life into directed instructional situations. That is according to Johnson of 1938. That curriculum encompasses the entire scope of formative deed and experience occurring in and out of the school. So curriculum is the total learning experience of the child, whether it is in the four walls of the classroom or outside the classroom. It is the quality and nature of learning experiences in developing attributes and capabilities in achieving active engagement, motivation, and learning. Okay? It is the total experiences, totality of experiences which are planned for children and young people. In teaching class, we do not uh, we did not just go to our classroom and teach and say something blah 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 and blah blah blah. Make learning as memorable as it is. Our purpose why we are studying, our purpose why we are teaching, because we want to give our students the experience because they can forget everything in the world, but give them the experience. Experience matters, and they cannot forget the experience that they have, or they will be having, or they had inside your classroom, because it will remain vivid to their senses once you let your students to experience what has to be experienced. Okay, now let's go to the component 4, last component of the curriculum, the curriculum evaluation. So according to Worthen and Sanders of 1987, all curricula is to be effective must have the element of evaluation. Curriculum evaluation may refer to identification of the quality, the effectiveness of the program, the process, and the product of the curriculum. Because according to Tyler of 1949, assessment essentially the process of determining to what extent the educational objectives are actually being realized by the program of curriculum and instruction. Assessment sets to a certain student's achievement and to identify the quality and quantity of the curriculum or syllabus. Curriculum evaluation is really important to check whether our objectives in making the curriculum, whether our educational objectives have been attained, or is there a need to change what is in the curriculum, what um what are the things that we need to retain, and what are the things that we need to revisit in order to give again meaningful learning experiences to our students. Okay, so evaluation is concerned with the deciding on the value or the purpose of a learning process and its effectiveness with which it is being carried out. Because evaluation is the process in which we make decision and how we tell the students have done to whatever they are trying to do. So in this phase or in this component of curriculum, this will be at the end, we can determine whether we achieved our goal, we achieved our objective, or we did not achieve any of those that we lay down during the planning phase. So again, evaluation is very important for us to decide, for us to make a sound decision about the curriculum that we implemented. So as you can see, as a summary, you have there the interrelationship of the components of a curriculum. So you can see in the diagram that the components of the curriculum are distinct to four, but it is interrelated to each other. Without the other one, the other component cannot function. They need each other's hand for them to function, for them to give meaningful experience to the students. So the four components can be always present in the curriculum. The aims, goals, and objectives serve as the anchor of the learning journey. The content or the subject matter serve as the meat of the educational journey. The curriculum experience or the learning experience serve as the hands on the on the exposure to the real spectrum of learning. And then curriculum evaluation serves as the barometer as to how far had the learners understood the educational journey. So in the entire curriculum development process, evaluation is important so one could assess whether the objectives and the aims have been met, or if not, he would employ another strategy which will really work out in order for the school or for somebody to provide quality education, to provide meaningful learning experiences. That's all for this session, and I hope you get something new out from the discussion.